Matthew. What's up, man? I can't hear you.
I had my mic muted.
That could be a thing. Wait, where are you on the game right now? How much time?
Fourth just started. Oh, wait, hold on. Auto rebound, 11:40. Temple's bringing it up the left side.
Till we get to 11:31.
Okay. Oh, come on. No foul on that? 11:31.
Gotcha. Dude, this team.
This team is delightfully watchable. That's what I've been asking for, Dave. Watchable.
So the bar is low. But this is NBA team. This is a NBA looking basketball team. And dare I say, one of the reasons is Daniel Gafford. Dare I say it? Dare?
I thought you were going to say Billy Donovan. But yeah, sure. Daniel Gafford.
Yeah. Because he's doing what? You know what? I'll save it for the post game. I won't even get into this. I want to get into it. We'll save it. But give that man his love.
Alex,
but yes,
happy Friday to you. What's going on? What's up, Gustavo?
What up,
not that Matt. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you
we are
all.
Just enjoying some watchable Bulls basketball.
Isn't it nice? The pace, the ball movement. It's been good. It's been good, man. The open shots. It's just been good.
I mean, the ball movement. Oh my God.
It's been amazing, man. It's just been great. Oh, nice shot. I don't know which twin that was, but that was a good shot.
Yeah, they're the same person. I'm convinced they're the same person. Hugo
I don't know why.
Gafford starting day.
I don't know why, Matt, but I think twins would creep you out. I don't know why. I have no rhyme or reason about this, but I just think twins creep you out.
So you think that they creep me out? They don't creep you out?
No, I grew up with guys who were twins, so it's okay.
Yeah, twins are weird. I don't think they creep me out, but something's wrong with that. I don't know. Biology.
Yeah, they were my guys, man. Iron and Ivan were my guys.
Go, Otto.
And they played basketball.
Oh, nice. Really?
They played basketball. Oh, they were good too. They were really good. And what was also interesting, both of them had the same chipped front tooth.
What?
Woo! Yes, they did. They had the same chipped
Were they
front
in the
tooth.
Same amusement park accident or something? Like, how do you?
I know they told me why. I don't remember why. I know they told me, but that was always a thing, though. But yeah, they definitely had it. They had that same chipped tooth.
Ooh. I think Levine just killed Biamo. Dude went down like a sack of potatoes.
Right. Come on, dude. Stop it. Come on. You're all right. Let's not do this again. Right. He's okay. Come on. You good. Levine's strong, but come on.
Not that strong. But, man, there's a strong
not that
drive
strong.
to the hoop.
He's strong, though.
I mean, I've loved Zach's game tonight. Just like not forcing anything. Again, the noticeable change of him just taking what the game gives him, but also just getting his teammates involved. He and Kobe each have 7 dimes so far tonight, coming into the fourth. I mean, what more do you want from your backcourt where arguably you don't have a point guard? You're starting 2 shooting guards, but they each have 7 assists tonight. And I saw our pal Casey Johnson earlier tonight tweeted that when Zach hit his 6th assist, it was the 6th straight game of 6 or more assists for Zach, and 9 of his last 10. And people, these Zach Levine haters and slanderers and doubters and cynics out here say, oh, he doesn't make his teammates better. All he does is score. Empty counters. Blah, 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 blah. Take a hike.
Oh, my friend who's watching the show, Bobby, just said they had the opposite chip tooth.
Oh.
So one had this one chipped, and the other one had
God,
this
were
one
the
chipped.
chipped off pieces in like little pendant necklaces that they each wore around the other's necks?
Yo, that would be awesome. Yo, that would be really, really awesome. Okay, that would be awesome. Oh man, I don't know, dude. And honestly, I promise you, they told me why, and I just don't recall. But they were really good at basketball, and they were cool dudes. They were cool, man. Iron and Ivan were cool. Shout out to them. Above the shoulder. I like when you get into your voice, Matt. Your Bulls fans are idiots voice. Like that's one of my favorite voices that you do. It's the best.
You just have to add a little bit of flair to the character.
You do a wonderful job, sir. Where's John at?
Texted us saying he's got some computer issues that he's working on right now. So hopefully he will join us, join the Friday night party. And I mean, we still got a lot of basketball left to play, Big Dave, but the Bulls got a 10-point lead here. And as you tweeted out earlier this afternoon, could be looking at a little 3-game winning streak. 1, 2, 3. That's like triplets. That's not twins. That's triplets.
Dude, we haven't seen a 3-game winning streak since 1989. Feels like, hey, there you go. What up, John? I just mentioned you. Mentioned you.
My computer is like Thaddeus Young shooting a 3 right now.
Struggling.
That guy.
He
is so fun to watch. Everyone's like trying to buy a PS5, and he's like, "I got a library card. What are you talking about? I can go anywhere. Like, I don't need that.
I can go anywhere. I mean, take a look."
I continue tonight to love one Thaddeus Young. Did you guys see his comments from shoot around or the media, pregame media availability earlier today, where he was talking about the ways that he's been more efficient this season, and not just scoring from the block, but also doing some facilitating, passing, where he wasn't allowed to even enter the paint last year. And not only is he scoring with his super efficient baby hook, and shout out to our boy Rob Schaefer over at NBC. He wrote a great piece on Thadd breaking down all of the crazy levels of efficiency of Thadd scoring this season. But that he's also been able to just use his basketball IQ as a 18-year vet to know when to make reads and passes to the open guy from the post. He's got 4 assists tonight. Thad Young has 4 assists. They've all come from the post.
He's not an 18-year vet, is he?
Yeah.
No, that was an exaggeration.
18 years?
No, it's like 13 or 14.
Oh, okay.
It's around that.
But I was like, oh my gosh, hold on.
What would that change?
Patrick Williams was born after he entered the
I mean, didn't we establish on a recent show that Patrick Williams was 1.5 years old when LeBron was a rookie?
It's amazing.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Time flies, man.
Ugh, Gordon.
It's what it does.
I like the Bud City court.
The first thing I tweeted about the game is that I hated that court.
Oh no, I like it.
I love it.
Did it mess with you guys?
I hate those jerseys, but then I see the court and I'm like, oh, I like it.
No, but that shade of yellowish beige on the actual wood part, and that color, that shade of blue, it makes it look like your TV's colors are distorted and wrong.
It's like
it makes Brooklyn. It look like you. Yeah, it makes it look like you're watching Georgia Tech with that symbol. But but that blue teal color, man. It's one of the best looking colors in the NBA. Honestly,
I think it looks beautiful on a basketball court. I like it when it's solid 3-point line.
I think you're crazy. I think that court and those jerseys are wretched.
Who's giving up more 3-point fouls than Garrett Temple on the team? Seriously.
Ooh.
He's got 2 4-point plays that I know of.
The Hornets had one earlier tonight that was waved off. This Bulls team loves giving up 4-point plays. Loves it.
You're at Temple, man. He does that, and when you're on a breakaway dunk, he loves trying to come and hit you, foul you, and give you an and one. He does that too. Those are the only two flaws. Wow, he's got 28. Gordon Hayward about to have 30.
Gordon Hayward's been scoring in buckets this year.
He's leading their team, averaging I think like 22 and a half. But he was quiet in the first half. At halftime, it was Devontae Graham, but Devontae Graham went over in that third quarter. Hayward has been carrying them.
Matt, looks like people are with you. Greg says the court makes everyone look like they're green. Alex says, yes, that court is yuck.
Yeah, no one likes anything.
People have spoken.
Yeah, but you guys don't like anytime there's a jersey, you don't like it. Like that is
oh my God. What?
The hit rate of successful jerseys for NBA fans, not you, is so low.
Oh. Well, yeah.
You're like, this is trash, it's ugly. It's like, what do you like? Didn't you get mad? They're like, they wear the same stuff. I think it looks better. I think the court adds to the. I would never wear that jersey, but it looks good on my TV. Is what I'm saying.
I like it.
Oh,
yeah, I like the color.
When I flip the channels, I'm like, that's interesting.
Come on, Lowry.
Oh God!
Pay attention.
Come on.
Nice. Denzel's going to chuck it from there. Oh, he drove.
He's insane.
Let's go,
Lowry.
Let's go.
Lowry Markkinen can shoot.
Baby.
How fun is this?
Come on, man.
Dude.
What I'm talking about. That was awesome. Great no look by Denzel. I'm telling you, Denzel does two good things and then one boneheaded thing. He's done it all this game. I'm just convinced he's going to do that every single game. I don't think I've made a better point than this dude is J.R. Smith. Like, honestly, it's who he is, man.
It's who he's always been. He will knock down a three that you're like, what? Or he'll knock down a floater that you're like, what? And then at some point in the game, he will make you hate the game of basketball.
Can I amend this? I think he's Swaggy.
Sure.
I don't think he's J.R. Smith. Because J.R. Smith,
I'll take that
in like the third quarter, will go unconscious. Like there were moments in games where J.R. Smith was the best basketball player on the planet.
Yeah.
For like 3.5 minutes.
He's got a trophy that says he was the best sixth man of the year. Absolutely right.
And like you'd be like, how is this guy not the best player? Like he can do everything. And then he would just do something insane.
I love it.
No, I don't think Denzel does that. Like, Denzel to me never goes like, oh, he's on fire, he's radioactive. Whereas Swaggy P to me he's DJ Scat Cat. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's what Denzel is.
You are perfect. That is perfect. Would you if he was taller, would he be JaVale McGee?
Yes, he's that type of.
No, but JaVale McGee has never had that level of confidence and swagger. JaVale McGee is just kind of like
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Like he does Shaq cool stuff, but he doesn't do it with like, beating his chest. Where Denzel's like, I'm gonna chuck this from 35 and assume that I made it. Oh, I only got the bottom of the backboard? What?
Yeah. No, John is right, because he does strike me as somebody who would shoot the three and turn around before it goes in and put his hands in the air and it doesn't go in. Like that definitely strikes me as something Denzel would do.
You mean the guy who did the MJ shrug after hitting three the other day?
Yes.
That guy.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We need to find a doctor. We need to find a neurosurgeon who can give Denzel and his biggest fan, Fred, simultaneous freaking lobotomies.
And that's what?
Wait,
10 minutes in that you brought up to Red Fred?
We're talking about Denzel. What do you think?
It's right. I'm about to do something as similarly worse than that. Can I tell you Luka's stat line after one quarter?
Yes. Wait,
John's breaking the record.
Guess his stat line after one quarter?
Yeah, guess after one quarter.
I'm gonna guess.
He played the whole quarter.
I'm gonna guess.
Who they're playing?
San Antonio.
I'm gonna guess 14, 6, and 5.
I'm gonna say 18, 7, and 6.
You guys are very close. It is 19-6-5.
Oh my God!
Oh,
One quarter?
In one quarter.
What's the score? Are they winning?
I think they're up by 3. Everyone has COVID, and everyone's going to die from COVID on the Mavs.
What does it take to get Lauri a foul call? Come on.
It's
Seriously,
insane.
that's a foul.
That is something I wanted to bring up in the post game. That was one of my 2 points that I've been like, it's been driving me crazy.
Contact and never gets a freaking whistle.
Never gets a call.
God.
Never gets a call. And
I
got to hand it. Gafford's been fine. Gafford has been what an NBA center is in 2021, and he went through the game and he's fine.
Yeah.
And that's how they're running backs. I hate to break it to you. They're running backs.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, and Denzel, of course, has to celebrate that.
No, I think he was mad at the foul.
No, he was asking for a foul.
He was
asking for a foul.
I thought he was doing like the Wade hands up thing, you know. And just,
I think he was I wish. I wish.
No.
Bismack Biyombo still around. Good for him.
Bismack staying in shape.
Here's a great stat from our guy Rob Schaefer. For the third time in 8 games together this season, Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen have each hit the 20-point mark in the same game. Guess, guys, how many times they did that in 46 games together last season?
Oh, Lauri was terrible. Twice?
Wow. You both guessed 2, but 6. But still, 3 of their 8 games so far this season, 6 of 46 last year.
Dude, seeing that record with 14 games last year and this year, it's a different team.
Yeah. Clearly a different basketball team. Like just looks so right. Like nothing looks out of place and out of sorts.
I think we can diagnose. I think we now know what we have, right? Which I think is like better than we. It's like such a relief.
Yeah.
Like we know what we need.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief.
Oh, what a relief it is.
6 straight game with 6 assists for Zach LaVine.
That's amazing.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
That is amazing.
Well, at least somebody can draw a foul.
Right. Remember when Zach didn't used to get calls, though? Like never used
maybe
to get
this season, finally, the rest will be like, oh, wait, this guy's 4th in the league in scoring? Yeah, maybe we should give him a foul call or 2.
Yeah. Right. They were looking at the stat like, wait, what?
He averaged 28 a game? What?
Guys, this is insane. Yeah, he wanted a foul. That's all. He wanted a foul. Cody Zeller, and let's not downplay the big story of the return of young Zeller out here.
It was hilarious. He checked in, and then like the Hornets' next 3 straight plays involved in some way Cody Zeller failing to catch a basketball. And I was like, hey, they have a Wendell.
I mean, we already have a Wendell at home.
We've got a Wendell at home.
Speaking of which, not that matches that. I'm going to say it again. I've never missed a starter less than Wendell Carter. I forgot he was.
I know, because that's why the
where
defending that. They love. I'm just shocked by the love of Wendell, like, because it's love. It's like if you're like, hey, maybe like we could try something. They're like, well, it's crazy, and you're like, has this guy earned this from you? Ooh, Lauri.
Yeah, John, that's a great point. That's a great point.
Like, we're not saying he sucks.
Yeah, he's clearly a better skill set with everything he can do. We're just talking about fit here.
And it's not like he ever like burns it down.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need.
Like if he was putting up like 25 and 12, we'd be like, cool.
Right. I'll be like, you know what? Nope, nothing to say. You're good.
We have the same numbers you have, and we come to different conclusions.
Yeah.
Do you have like a secret Wendell game that you watch that we don't see?
Secret Wendell game. It's like Rocky and Apollo fighting when nobody was around.
Do you pay extra for like the Wendell membership program? And he like text you? Are you Diamond Elite Bulls member?
They've got their own waiting lounge at O'Hare.
Oh my God! Let's go.
Zach LaVine in Buzz City is fucking Shawn Michaels in Montreal. Like, I swear to God. Like, that city and him, he just comes out, baby.
That was brilliant, John.
I'm going to tweet that right now.
That was excellent.
I'm going to tweet that right now. I've been bad lately.
That was excellent.
I haven't had a good tweet in a while.
And here's another marker for us tonight, guys. Remember how we were having that conversation on one of our recent games about the whole 30 assists thing? And, like, Dumbo trying to just like, we'll average 35 this season. That was the goal. And like, nobody's ever done that, but that the Bulls are actually routinely getting high assist numbers as a team. Tonight, 4th game this season with 30 or more assists. John, before you hopped on, Big Dave and I were just in awe and loving awe of the ball movement tonight.
Yes. Yes. 100.
Been pretty awesome.
I 100% agree. I also think that's the other point. We've had so many possessions where the ball movement has been perfect. It's been perfect basketball. We cannot shoot.
Yeah.
And that's been the thing that stands out. Like we play basketball absolutely right. We kill it.
Yeah.
We dissect it. You cannot do it better. And it gets to Thadd Young or even Temple, and we just then chuck it, and it doesn't. It's an ugly shot. And I think that's something that Matt, AK is going to address.
Matt, I have a request for you.
Yes.
A friend of mine says, tell Matt to stand up and show his Bulls hoodie. It looks dope. He and his friend are trying to check it out.
It's a good hoodie, too.
It's actually, so it's a hockey sweater, but it's a Bulls hockey sweater. And then you got whip, whip, whip. And the matching koozie.
You got a matching koozie with it? Why am I shocked? I'm sorry, Matt. I shouldn't have been shocked by that. That was my fault. I apologize.
I mean, like, they didn't come as like a set, but I got this. It's like one of those like screw top koozies that are metal and like super durable, but it's black and silver. I think matches the hoodie really well.
How many koozies do you have?
Oh my God, like total, or just like Bulls or sports related koozies?
No,
oh my God, like
koozies.
75.
Gee,
what?
Just kind of
that is not the number.
Acquired them over the years. I mean, like collectively, like myself and my 2 roommates collectively probably have about 70, 75 koozies.
Wow. You've been to a lot of weddings.
Random little knick-knacky places. If you're like at a random, if you're on a road trip, stop into a random travel plaza, like, a Round Top Texas koozie. Sure, why not?
Hell yeah. Round Top Texas, hell yeah.
Round Town, Texas.
I'm going to start talking in Texan accent, I think that's like when I get older, I'm just going to like act like I've always talked in an accent. And I think it'd be like a fun, like rebranding. I think
it's going to be George Bush. Oh. It's going to be George Bush Jr.
Oh, yeah. He was like born in Connecticut too.
I know.
Right.
Like spent all his time in Maine.
Dude.
Otto Porter Jr., thank you for showing up to the season. Thank you for coming.
Guys, should we file a petition to officially make Otto's nickname Otto Mr. Fourth Quarter, Porter Jr.?
Yeah, but like that's just like a sentence.
Yeah.
Otto's like really good at sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right. What was that? What were you saying?
Oh, man. On cue. On cue.
I'm sorry. Was that Mr. Fourth Quarter?
Mr. Fourth.
Is that Mr. Fourth Quarter right there?
Mr. Fourth Quarter.
Where's the pen,
guys,
man?
Mr. Fourth Quarter.
Where's the pen?
Come on. That's so good.
I need the pen.
Otto von Bismarck the Fourth.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. Rebound. Oh, this feels good.
Did Mr. Fourth Quarter get that rebound?
He did. It's the fourth quarter. Got the rebound. Oh, this feels awesome.
Oh, Kobe.
Run that, Kobe.
Dagger.
Send him home, boy. Send him home. Send him home.
I've been really enjoying Kobe White recently.
Dude, and I mean, that was a big shot right there. He had another tough shooting night. Like, he's still in a slump. But in the meantime, he's done
wholeheartedly
good stuff as a facilitator, getting his teammates involved.
Yes. He penetrates.
Yeah, I didn't consider this game a slump for him. Like, and I know numbers might say other, but
what a pass!
What, he's got 15 and 8.
Oh my goodness! No!
Mr. Fourth Quarter.
I wanted that so bad.
Watching on my iPad, we are completely lined up at the exact same time. This is amazing.
Yes, iPad.
Thank you, iPad.
Thank you, iPad.
Lord.
You are welcome. You are welcome, John. Guys, this is a 3-game win streak. We've never, as Bulls outsiders, we never experienced this.
Never.
We have never
as Bulls
experienced this.
We are experiencing it.
This is unbelievable.
84 years.
Oh wow, man. How exciting. How exciting. I'm so happy. This is great.
I'm sorry.
Great.
Did not that match compare Otto to Mitchell Trubisky? Get out.
What?
Mr. Fourth Quarter?
Get out.
We don't say that, but because Mitch does have a lot of fourth quarter comebacks.
What? So instead of losing by 30, we lose by 23? What are you talking about?
Matt, you're not going to get me to defend Mr. Trubisky. So, keep your anger that way. I'm not doing that. Okay.
Wendell didn't play and we won by 20.
Okay. 123-110, the final. Guys, after an 0-3 start where we got blown out twice and just coughed up a disastrous loss to the Warriors, we are now 6-7. Or I'm sorry, 7-8. 7-8 after an 0-3 start, 3 in a row. First 3-game winning streak in the history of our friendship. I don't even know where to start. I just feel so happy right now.
I text you more than I text anybody on earth too. I don't think people realize how involved we are in each other's lives.
Yeah, this is a fact.
I text you guys all the time. Like if I see a shooting star, I'm like, hey guys, it's a beautiful night out. Like you're the people I text.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Big Dave, first thoughts after that win.
Yes.
By the way, welcome in everybody. Thanks for watching the fourth quarter with us. We're the Outcasts. This is the Stretch 4. Big Dave, go.
The first thoughts in is this is a legitimate NBA team. And I saw it in the first quarter. The first quarter blew me away because I was like, look how smooth everything is. Look how everybody's touching the ball. Like, I believe going into the early second quarter, everybody had scored except Sato, and he had 3 assists. It was just so just good. Like, everything looked smooth and good. There was no forcing. Everybody kind of knew where they needed to be. I believe Gafford is a part of that. Everybody knew where they needed to be at. And it looked simple at times. Like, guys oh no, guy's going to be there. You saw trust developing, he's going to be there. When the bench came in, they didn't lose anything. Like, their defense got tighter when the bench came in. And their ball movement got a little better because, you got Sato, you got Denzel, you got Garrett Temple, guys like that, and Thadd, who can move the ball like that. But, man, dude, everybody on the team contributed. If you were out there on the floor, you did something tonight. Nobody was putting up Tony Snell's stat lines. Everybody did something, and they contributed, and it just looked good, and it felt good. It just really felt good.
I want to start with Zach. We can talk about a lot of guys who had a strong game tonight, and I know you want to get to your boy Gafford and his spot in the starting lineup tonight. Zach LaVine, 25 on 8 of 12, 3 of 6 from downtown. Can you be more efficient than that? Like
8 of 12? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 8 of 12. Oh, and by the way, he had 6 boards and 9 assists. Put some respect on this man's name.
Yeah, you can't disrespect this anymore. And he did this in 38. What he played 36 minutes. Yeah. You can't talk about everything we complained about and said, man, we don't know if he can do this, or we had questions about, like, we don't know if he can do this. We don't know if he could be the leader of this team. We know he's good, but he turns it over way too much. He always stepping out of bounds on the baseline. Like, all those things we were complaining about. He's like, okay, he went back and he worked on it. He said, I'm going to get better at it. Oh, my defense is bad. Well, let me go work with Kendall Field. Like he changed things.
Awesome defense tonight.
Yes.
Several occasions you were like, wow, that was a great defensive possession from Zach.
Yes. The rotations. That time in the second quarter when it felt like they had a steal on every possession was just amazing to watch, man. Like, oh, God. But Zach was just incredible on both ends of the floor. That's what star players do. They good on both ends of the floor, man. And Zach did it tonight.
Pick your poison with him at this point. Pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you foul him, he hits his free throws.
6 of 6 at the line tonight.
He can shoot from 3. He's a dunk contest winner. Like, pick your poison with this man at this point. Like, he is if he touches the ball, points per possession, the Bulls will have a point, whether it's through foul. And if he starts getting to the foul line, like an actual person should start getting to the foul line,
right? That's
it. Like,
and I think John,
don't trade this man
to a large dude.
Don't trade him,
man. The Zach LaVine.
Do not trade this man.
Your Mavs.
You cannot get equal value for him.
I know you said that your Mavs Twitter people are all obsessed with LaVine these days.
Oh, but there's nothing we also know we couldn't like. Yeah. It's I'll say this: the Dallas contingency. Much respect for Zach LaVine. Like, it is.
Yeah,
it's a good thing that other teams are like noticing it, and you can't get equal value for this man. No. Short of Bradley Beal, you cannot get equal value.
And I think
that's it.
It's like
this year.
Zach's pick your poison, kind of like it was pick your poison everywhere on this Bulls offense tonight, because people were knocking down shots, people were making the right reads and the right passes, and they were doing this against, like, no offense, but like John's Mavs or some like defensively atrocious, or like the Kongs, who are like a defensive laughing stock.
We have a better defensive rating than every single team, but we'll talk later. But we're actually good on defense. We just have COVID.
Right. Okay. The larger point, our buddy Salim pointed out in the chat, and thank you for that. The Hornets are the 9th ranked defensive team in the league coming into tonight's game. They are a sneaky good defensive team, and we just picked them apart with 33 assists as a team on 51.6% shooting from the field. Suck on that.
Miles Bridges alone gets you like moved up 5 defensive ratings, right?
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's awesome. He is really awesome on defense, man. But Matt, can I talk about Lauri real quick? Can I dish your main man Lauri?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Well, Lauri is my guy first. Like, he's the one I was on first. I got to start with who I was on first, man. I need people to be quiet just for a couple games. I need to be quiet just for a couple games. What's on second? But they just got to stop for a second, man. They just got to stop for a second on Lauri marketing. And the rebounds weren't huge tonight for him. I believe he had 2 rebounds. The dude had 23 points on 10 of 7 shooting. Like 10 of 17 shooting. Like, and it wasn't like a ton of 3-pointers. Like, how many times was he inside eating? He was eating inside tonight. He was switching, finding guys, making himself available, posting up, getting offensive rebounds, blocking shots, altering shots, contributing on both ends of the floor. And his 23, dude, the 3-pointer he hit in the fourth quarter, another big one. He hit a big one previously in the other game. He has just been awesome, and he's been locked in, and you're going to have to be a little quieter is all I'm saying, people out there. You're going to have to hush it just a little bit more. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, by the way. Shout out to all y'all.
Shout out Lockdown Bulls.
You're going to have
our boy C-Dub, Ashley, we were having the conversation in the Mavs win where he had 29 and 10, and we were all like, wait, he had 29 and 10? And you were talking about feeling Lauri's game. C-Dub said, did you feel Lauri's game tonight, Dave?
No. I sure did. I did.
I did not feel it in a good way. Like, again, I thought he had a fantastic game, and he, like, was I thought it was the good type of not feeling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This was not a. It's not a.
Explain. No, explain.
I thought he was. Whenever I needed something, he showed up. Does that make sense? Like his carbon footprint wasn't large, but he was there when I needed him. And and I do
kind of like the Garrett Temple.
Exactly, like not this game Garrett Temple, but other games Garrett Temple.
Right.
But like, and I do think this threes and analytics like movement, people forget that it's about percentages, and if you can shoot a good percentage, that's all that matters. Like, and it's different rules from a player. And if he could figure out how to shoot an amazing on the block mid range or shoulder percentage, that's analytics. That counts. Like, and I hope he does, because the less threes, the better for him right now. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, he just was moving all over tonight.
He was coming off a game in which he jacked up a bunch of threes and didn't really do anything inside, which we saw pretty much every night last season, and it was driving us crazy. This season, I would say, it sucked that Lauri lost those 2 weeks to, being in quarantine zone, because it looked like a more aggressive version of himself at the start of the season. And it looks like after kind of a rocky, re-entry, he has been trying to continue that level of aggression and scoring inside. And, and it's not like super pretty. He's not the most graceful guy, but, a couple, like one drive in particular, when the Hornets had switched to zone and it was actually like stalling the Bulls offense for a while. And Lauri was just like, I'm going to put the ball on the deck and split this zone and get to the hoop. And I was like, yes, Lauri. Yes, for the love of God, yes. So that one was pretty. And then some of them were just like, loose ball or a nice little dump-off pass from Thadd Young. I'm under the hoop. Here, let me just put it in the hoop. It's not that complicated.
It's not. It's really.
Do you guys remember the Seinfeld episode where George stops having sex and he becomes a genius?
Yes.
That's what I feel like happened to the Bulls this year. Because it's the same players, but the level of basketball IQ was
much under Jimbo.
Jim was just, they were a lane. It was doesn't it feel like the level of IQ for every single player has gone up sans Denzel?
Yeah, well, no, I'm gonna give Denzel some of that love too, because he's been good. He's been good. He's gonna do his bonehead. Yeah, I'm giving some. He's been bone. He's gonna do his 2 or 3 bonehead a game, but his good is outweighing his bad. I agree with you there. I agree with you. It's just, and so I give him.
Yeah, I mean, we got to give Denzel credit for knocking Wendell out of tonight's game, right? That's why you guys saw that the freak accident, collision that happened at practice that got Wendell hurt was a freak accident collision with who? Denzel Valentine, because
it's perfect. It was. Because he's Kramer. He's Kramer. We have to
do the minute I read that, I tweeted out, I was like, the jokes are coming. And then somebody said, I don't know if they, and I was like, trust me. I said, I know exactly who it's coming from. And the minute I said that, here comes Matt. From
the top row.
The flying elbow. Like Randy Macho Man.
Hutch getting COVID first and Denzel injury. It's like, this is perfect. Like, this is perfect. I know exactly who our players are. This is perfect.
Yeah. It was awesome, man. But yeah, the rotations were great. Everybody just knew where they needed to be. Like, I didn't need to see Ryan Arcidiacono out there taking minutes because, something is going wrong. And nobody was in huge foul trouble, because everybody was just staying down. You didn't see too many people jumping out on 3-point shots or getting so down when Graham was going off, because he had 22 in the first half, for goodness sakes.
My God.
Nobody was getting down on themselves when they were going off, man. Like, no, they just stayed within their game and they trusted what was going on, man. That's coaching. Coaching was going on for sure. Love it.
I just can't. And I saw Wendell's Instagram, I think yesterday. It was just a picture of Billy Donovan standing on the sidelines of a recent game, and Wendell just wrote "GOAT" above the picture, and I was like, it is so evident, whether it's these players singing their praises for how often do we see a Bulls player post a picture of Jim on their Instagram? Because I'm pretty sure that number of times would be zero. -6. They probably posted things that were making fun of him. And just the comments from these players after games, whether they're tough losses or good team wins, and John, you talking about the collective basketball IQ. I mean, you can, write Billy Donovan on your hand and slap me across the face with it. That's like how obvious it is, the difference that this man is making.
It's amazing. And we're almost 500.
We have a chance to get to 500 16 games into a season against.
Not bad. Who are we, the Knicks?
Against the Lakers, dude. A team that
Lakers,
Sans AD played really evenly and lost a close one.
Yeah,
I do. We'll touch on the Lakers before we wrap up a little bit later, but yes, I mean, credit to Denzel. He does a couple of good things and he does one dumb thing, and we all have a good laugh. But did you guys think it was interesting that going to a 10 deep rotation tonight? Donovan stretched it out a little bit because Sato came back, but were you expecting to see Hutch? Because it sounded like Hutch and Sato were available, and he only put Sato in there.
Honestly, I didn't. I didn't expect to see him at all. I don't know why, but I just feel like he's going to need more time, because I guess when he came down with COVID, like I was like, and you got to stay in Washington. I felt he needed some time to just get reacclimated more so than Sato did. It just felt that way to me. And I was like, and then I just like the flow. And also Denzel Valentine's 3-point shooting and his facilitating is also keeping him, off the court. So yeah, those things are being an issue right now for getting Hutch on the court and figuring out what he can do. But right now, I saw no reason to play him. Like I didn't see a need where he would like, well, let's try him here or let's try it there. It was like, no, I know who I need to fit there. Like John was saying, like we're knowing who this team is now. And so you kind of felt like you knew where guys fit, and I wasn't trying to figure out where it needed to go. So I didn't see a room for him tonight. I'm not saying it isn't room for him on this team. I honestly, I didn't see it tonight.
John?
Yeah, I mean, we won by – it was a healthy lead. It was never really in jeopardy on the road against a team that normally plays us pretty well. And if he didn't play, great. Get roughed up, get better. I mean, we can look for things to worry about, but we just we took care of our business on the road.
Right.
Like,
I think maybe Donovan has given Denzel a little bit of a longer leash because he knows that he can knock down some threes, and not just knock down the threes, but Big Dave, you mentioned that big three that Lauri hit in the corner late in this game to kind of push that Bulls lead back up to a safe margin. That three came on a Denzel drive and kick, which I can't believe I just said, but it's the reality of what happened. And maybe there's also something to the fact that it sounded like Hutch actually had a pretty rough go getting through his COVID, where Sato was like, oh, yeah, I'm positive, but I didn't really have any symptoms. So maybe Donovan thought Hutch just needed a little bit more time to get his legs under him and like from a respiratory, aspect, like get his lungs back after fighting off COVID. Because earlier this season, we saw Denzel get minutes, and then a quick hook from Donovan, and Chandler Hutchison took those minutes. So that's why I was kind of curious what would happen tonight, knowing that Hutch was theoretically available to play.
Well, I mean, I just didn't see the need, and maybe in a blowout or something, one way or the other, you're like, let me get him in there and find out or something like that. But I think it's more so what you said earlier. Like, I really think that COVID hit him hard. And I just think he needs a little more time to get, reacclimated to everything and figure it out. But I mean, it just doesn't help that the team just looks so cohesive and everybody just looked just together. Like there was a trust I saw tonight with those players, and they were talking to each other. You know what I mean? Like they were communicating on the floor. Like there was just something different with that flow that I saw tonight, man, where it didn't feel forced. So I didn't feel like, you were trying to force in pieces and stuff like that. It just looked right. It just for real looked correct. And
all right, there has yet to be a moment in my life where I've been like, I miss seeing Hutch. Like I just haven't had that. And that's but he's just not one of those players to me yet.
Right.
Where I'm like, he plays when it's like cool, if Citrus calls for it.
Right. I like the reason that I was curious was that he was a part of that second unit that played with Lauri. That it was like Lauri and all wings, and it actually looked pretty darn good. And it made Lauri the focal point of that unit offensively, because you have the length and athleticism and rebounding of Hutch in there, along with Otto and Sato and Garrett Temple doing some ball handling. And I was like, I really liked that 5-man. And Hutch was a part of that, playing pretty well in that. So that's why, I was curious whether or not we would see him back tonight. Who knows? Maybe we're one more Denzel injuring a teammate or Denzel's stupid play from seeing Hutch back in the rotation. But as for tonight, credit given to Denzel for all you Denzel lovers out there. And now let us get to Big Dave's other love affair.
Let's get to the main
event. As John coined them earlier tonight, the Dan stands. Gafford
rise up
in the starting lineup for the first time this season after Wendell had a right thigh contusion, compliments of Denzel Valentine. So, started, yes, but only 19 minutes, kind of a quiet night, 7 points, 6 boards, couple of blocks, pretty much just like a classic Gafford night. It was just that he started. Big Dave.
Mm-hmm. But see, it was certain things happening on the floor that I was noticing. One was the communication. Gafford talks out there. He's calling out stuff when he's out there. That helps when you're on the floor instead of just standing there and not knowing where you needed to be. When you got somebody that knows their role, as I said previously, and John was saying this too, when you got somebody who knows their role and knows where they need to be, it makes it easier for everybody else on your team. Did you see the plays when Zach was like, yo, come set this screen, I'm about to shoot this 3. Like, he knew exactly what to do. Lauri marking and going inside because there was room inside. There's a reason for that. He wasn't clogged up saying, I'm just going to stand out here and shoot 3s because there's somebody else who likes to dominate the paint. Now, Gafford definitely plays in the paint, but he's trying to get offensive rebounds and putbacks and bring some energy. That's what his game is. That's what he's trying to do. The screens he was setting for those guys were awesome. There's a reason they had those wide open shots out there, man.
I was just going to interject.
Go ahead, man.
I'm pretty sure Felicio is the best screener on this team. I'm pretty sure I heard that
somewhere. Amazing.
I don't know who that is. Like I said, I don't know who that is. But yeah, those things he was doing are instrumental, man, to a basketball team that's trying to figure out their identity. When you know somebody's identity and you know exactly what they're going to do and where they're going to be, you don't have to worry about where they're floating around at and stuff like that. It makes it simpler. It makes it so simple for what you want to do. Like, for real, go watch a replay of this game and you'll see what I'm talking about, man. Like, I'm looking at some of it now. Just the picks he's setting, guys knowing where they need to be at, man. He made clearing the lane. So many times he would be in the lane and he just knew when to get out the lane and allow Zach LaVine to come down and cause havoc. And then Zach hitting him with the pass underneath. We don't really see that with Wendell. Like, because that's a simple basketball play. I'm coming down the lane. Guys are closing in. There's a big 7-foot-tall dude right here who's wide open. Here's the basketball. Dunk it. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the other end. No, there's no step out for the jumper and all that other facilitating stuff, man. No, he's simple with it. And simplicity is key in a young team, man. They don't need long division yet. Let these dudes figure out, this addition.
Dave Wendell's so good at long division.
He is. And again, Wendell is a better skilled basketball player. He has more skill. He can do more things. They don't need more things is what I'm saying. I'm saying he fits well because they know what he is and they don't truly need more things right now. This is why, man, did you see the scoring? Like, did you see? Just feel it. Like, we talked about Feelin Lauri's game. Didn't this feel different? I mean, we've seen them have like 7 to 8 people, you know what I mean, in double digits, right? Didn't it feel different, though, when you're watching them and how the ball is moving and just how they played? It just was a different feel to it, man. I'm telling you, it was because they knew exactly what they is.
I mean, sometimes Paul McCartney was good, and sometimes John Lennon should take the lead, and we have that. With this is all it is. And sometimes you just need John Lennon to, like, bring some soul to it. And Paul McCartney is Wendell. Like, both are good. It's not either
or. Is Ringo in this analogy?
That's twice you brought him up. You got to stop this.
We're talking about both centers, Dave. Come on.
No, Felicio is the Monkeys or something. Like,
Monkeys.
Like he doesn't play instruments.
Which monkey is
like
Felicia? Is he Peter?
He's
got
Peter. Wizard of Oz. That's the monkey that's Felicia.
Oh,
that the
monkey.
fly.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, okay, one quick, not bone to pick, but just one quick little nitpick on Gafford tonight and overarchingly for me, defensive rebounding. The dude is big and athletic, and we love the fly swatter blocks, but I think sometimes he's too concerned about chasing those fly swatter blocks that he's not around to grab a defensive rebound when this team needs a defensive rebound.
I agree with you. That's definitely been the Achilles heel for me about his game, is a guy who can jump that high and be that, agile, like you said, as far as blocking shots and things, who's not good at defensive rebounding, but he makes up for it. He tries to make up for it by grabbing offensive rebounds.
And three 13 defensive classes.
Right. What do you have? 7.6 rebounds, like you said, a couple blocks. Like, yeah, give me that. I'll take that. Like, that's awesome. Like, I will take that. It doesn't hurt your team having him out there like that. It just makes it simple. I just believe in the simplicity of it.
And I agree with you. In the same, he needs to improve that the same way that Wendell needs to improve upon protecting the rim.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the same. You're right. They both have weaknesses.
Yeah.
It's like which weakness is less at the moment.
Right. All right, guys. Are either of you worried about Kobe's shooting slump? I think it's just the slump. He'll shoot himself out of it, and I have loved what we've seen from him affecting the game in other positive ways while his shot has not been falling. Because he was 3 of 8 from downtown tonight, and he did hit a big 3 late. That was like the dagger. But he got some good looks inside. There was his one coast to coast in the first half was just, oh my God, delicious. I ate it up. That's the Kobe that we all fell in love with watching tape at Carolina. And then as a rookie, it was just like, okay, I'm going to grab the ball and I'm going to sprint past all these people while dribbling and I'm going to lay it in. That Kobe is always going to be there, while he's in his athletic youth and his prime. But I mean, 8 more assists tonight, 8 assists, and only 2 turnovers. Give me that from Kobe every night, and I don't care if he's gone a little cold behind the 3-point line.
Pac, you said this is the Kobe we fell in love with. That's the Kobe that you have a summer fling with. This is the Kobe I'm falling in love with. This complete player who's making Lauri marketing better, who penetrates, who makes the extra pass. I'm fine. He is playing such more complete basketball, and he is making his teammates better in a very apparent way.
Right.
I will take this. We're winning games. When he played great, we lost games shooting wise. When he shot great, we lost games.
Right.
He has made Lauri's resurgence. I think you cannot cut Kobe out of the narrative for that.
Right.
He has been there the whole way.
Wait, let me ask a question, John. What are you seeing that Kobe is doing?
He penetrates and breaks up defenses, and then the kick out, and he does it at the right moment. He doesn't do the pass right away. Sometimes people do it too fast, and the defense is already there. He doesn't get too deep when he penetrates, and he doesn't know where to go. He has been doing penetrate to the elbow, finding out who's open, and he knows there's someone open, and he gets them. It has been deliberate and efficient in a way that I have not seen it. His decision making is oh my God, that's good. Yeah, you broke it, and then you did what you wanted. You weren't just at the last minute improvising, which I thought is how he felt all the time.
In the comments, Johnny said Kobe's trying to get people involved, which you can tell is consuming him. He's not looking to shoot as much or attack as much. It's kind of the trade-off of a point guard Kobe. But to me, yes, that's maybe that's part of the reason that he's gone in this. But we all came into the season knowing that we had to find out if Kobe could play point. That was one of the biggest experiments of this season, and for the new people to evaluate the young talent that we have. Can Kobe White play point guard? Can Kobe and Zach be a starting backcourt together that wins you games? And there's a rocky transition period for Kobe, and he and Zach both have to continue to cut down on the turnovers. They both did a better job tonight. They each only had 2 turnovers tonight. I can live with 4 combined turnovers from those 2 every single night, all 72 games. But I think the the signs of growth we've seen from Kobe that you were just detailing, John, about his distribution, his vision, his playmaking, it's kind of hard not to love.
Love it.
All right, guys. We will be back tomorrow because guess what? We're going to try and get back to 500, and we're going to try and do it against the Los Angeles Lakers, the defending champs. We came so close to beating them the first time around. I want it. I need me a victory over LeBron, stupid face James. I need it. So we will be here. Please join us then. Thanks for hanging out with us. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. For Big Dave and John, I'm Matt. We're the Bulls Outcasts. See you tomorrow.